Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Bashem Rakak Wadash. My name is Yakalba from Plaintables Campus, Philly. This is the Lord's name. Now, translated in English, Greek, and Latin. There is actually no translation in the Bible directly from the Hebrew. All right. You have, you put Jesus in the dictionary and you get this Jesus. So the way we pronounce it today is based upon Greek and Latin. It's not based upon Hebrew. All right. So understand that when we say Jesus, we're not saying that because that's his actual name. His actual name is Yahushai. Now it's more closely here, Yeshua, but that's not his name either. It's Yahushai. Yahushai. All right. So as you see here, make this bigger, as big as possible, so you can see it. We have Isos, or Isus, No. Did I? Yeah. Close it out. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Because the that character, I believe that's Eta. Zeta, Eta, Theta. With Eta. Sus. Sus. Alright. So this is not Hebrew. This is not a Hebrew word. Alright. Let's see if I can do something else here. So I don't want you brothers thinking that when you look at Jesus and Jesus is Latin and Greek, that it's like directly transliterated from Hebrew. So we pronounce it in English. We just take the closely related character and then line it up like that. That's an actual transliteration. When you take a character from one language and a character from another language and just make the two closest ones together. That's how you transliterate a name directly. All right. Yahushai's name is not a transliteration. Yahushai is not a transliteration of Jesus. They're two different names. That's not a trans. They're not connected. All right. Through any sort of transliteration. All right. So you have let's go with Greek. Jesus. It's gonna be like super fucking loud.
Strong's G 2424. Jesus.
Yeah, I believe that's iota, eta, stigma, omicron, upsilon, stigma. So Jesus, that's how you pronounce it. All right, and that's another version of the Lord's name, but it's not his actual. No, it is. Let me see. No, it got the wa there. Yeah, got the wa there. All right. It's supposed to be Yahushai. Yahushai. So we got two was there. All right. That's not his proper name. So, all right, back to the point. Let me copy that. Let me see. What shows up here? I don't know what's going to show up. All right, so it shows up for Joshua. So according to this, it only shows up in the Bible, in the lexicons, LXX, Joshua, and Acts. All right. So it's basically it brings you up Greek words that were used in Greek texts like Plato, Homer, Odysseus, all that, tragedies and all that. So to see how the word was used back then. So I'm not saying this is the total of all Greek words, but I can almost safely say, I can almost safely say that this word didn't exist before the Israelites that translated or that wrote the New Testament, the Gospels, into the Greek, when it was translated into the Greek from the Hebrew, because it was dictated, by Paul. Paul spoke multiple languages, so it would make sense to write the scripts to them in the language they would speak in. So I could be mistaken, but this may be a word that was made up, or maybe another word may exist. It may be used somewhere else, but it may be a word that was just made up for the Greek-speaking Israelites, or people that spoke Greek, to describe the Lord in the Greek language. All right, because this is not a transliteration of Yahushai. All right, so Jesus. Now we got Hebrews 4:8. For if Jesus had given them rest, then would not be afterward have spoken of another day. And this Jesus right here is referring to Joshua. All right, so that's why why we say the Lord's name is the same as Joshua's. All right, because again, Joshua that's a more of a transliteration from Hebrew to English. Jesus, that's completely just was made up, which is my belief for the New Testament writers, for the people that spoke Greek, the Israelites that spoke Greek, so they could understand the Gospels and the writings and the travelings of Paul and the other apostles. All right. So Joshua is more of a closer transliteration. Jesus, that's not even a transliteration. That's just a made up word, Jesus. Unless, somewhere else where Jesus was used in Greek like text or in Latin, but I think it's just made up. Right? But if you got a source, just put it in the comment section. Let's see. I got some good information here. Again, not a transliteration of Yahushai or Yahshua, or Joshua is more of a close translation, or Jeshua is more of a close transliteration. I mean, taking characters closely related from both languages and making a word up. Was derived on a model of Latin and Greek. So wait a minute, it just said it right there. So I didn't read this. It's not derived off of Hebrew. It's derived off of Latin and Greek. Jesus. So this is not a Hebrew word. Jesus. 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 All right. Jesus gradually supplanted the older form in both nominative and oblique. See, Jesu. All right. So Juses is more Latin, because they don't use the O. Yeah. So it's more Latin. So the translators translated it from Latin, which the Latin was not a transliteration of the Hebrew. All right. So Numbers 13:16. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea, the son of Nun, Jehoshua, or Joshua. So we got where we at? I'm blind now. Yahushai. It's like Yahushai. Hawashai. Or Oshea. Then we have Yahawashai. Yahawashai. All right. That's not the root. Well, even if it is the root, that's not what his name was. His name was Yahawashai. Yahawashai. That was Joshua's name, or Jehoshua. Joshua. All right, Yahawashai. All right, so again, we got 10 minutes. All right, so the main point here is that, to my knowledge, this was a new word, Jesus, that was written by the Israelites that spoke Greek to describe the Lord in Greek, Jesus. Now, there's another text that says that this word was being used before then, but according to Tufts University, all right, and all their Greek words they collected from the tragedies, the Odysseus, Homer, it only shows up as biblical. All right, it doesn't show up in any other writings, according to this. Lexicon, Acts, Matthew. So I'm of the belief that that's was a word that was just made up for the translation of a Greek, or to describe the Lord in the Greek. All right. Jesus. Joshua was a famous captain of the Israelites. Here we go. That even tells you right there. The two, he was the chief military leader during the time of Moses, and when we went to the land of Israel. All right, Joshua, or Yahawashai. All right, and there's one more time. Jesus, and then I believe what the I became a J, Jesus, and we stopped. And we loosened it up. Jesus, and then it's American English too, so it's different from European English. So the point is, it's not a direct transliteration of Yahawashai or even Yahshua. It's not a direct translation. So Jesus can't be the name of the Lord, all right, which his proper name is Yahawashai. Jesus gradually supplanted. This is some powerful information, all right. Derived on the model of oh, come on. Was derived on, it's like it was revived on the model of Latin and Greek sources. Okay, so we ain't making it up. That's where the pronunciation came from. All right. Yahawashai. Can I highlight that? I'll change the font. When you do that, purple. Yahawashai. What's like it? Hawashai. You just put a Yah in front of it. Salvation. Deliverance. Then Yah is He. The Most High's name is not in the Lord's name. All right. Hawashai, deliverance, salvation. All right. Then they put the Yah in front of it. Yah. Simple as that. Jesus is not a direct transliteration of the Lord's name. Maybe I name it that. Jesus is not a transliteration of the Lord's name. It's a made up word. I believe the elders and apostles may have said that a little while back. All right, but I never really looked into it. But here it is. All right. It says transliterate right there. So you take the character and then you look up what transliteration is. All right. So I hope you edified. Shalom.